Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's doing well. How many of you guys have had that friend, that person? This happened to me when I was younger. When I was working on manifestation, when I was really working on my thoughts and I was working on my feelings and I was working on my deeds, and I was making sure that I was doing everything the best of my ability, because I know, and I knew then, that we manifest 100% of the time. But then maybe your spouse, maybe one of your friends, maybe someone close to you, maybe somebody that you've been sharing all your manifesting stuff with, which you're not supposed to do. But maybe somebody just has this habit of being negative, throwing out negative comments, and you're like, don't say negative things. How many of you guys know somebody that does that? And how many of you guys get worked up, get nervous, get fired up, get angry, maybe even get mad at the person that's doing it, like it's somehow their fault? And see, that's what most of us come to the conclusion of. And I'm sure a lot of you that might have clicked on this video are like, oh, yes, how can I make this stop? Well, you're going to make it stop in a way that's not conventional. You're going to make it stop in a way that you didn't probably think of. You're actually going to make it stop by stop giving it power. Now, one of the reasons that I think a lot of us get worked up about this for, or the kind of the why, if you will, is we feel like they're putting negative thoughts into our aura, into our energy. They're the ones that just injected those negative thoughts. But you forget how law of attraction works. Law of attraction's always working, always. And what you're vibrating at is what's energetically coming back to you. So if you have doubts in your mind, you will manifest doubts back onto yourself. And that will oftentimes manifest through another individual that will say something that will piss us off. And it's almost assuredly related when it upsets us, because that means your soul just got poked. You just got poked by your own soul because you're worried about the negative thoughts, the negative energy. You're negative yourself. Maybe you're doubting. Maybe you don't believe it's going to happen. Maybe this is a bridge too far to cross. But that's not how manifestation works. Manifestation works from inside of us. It works from us controlling the inside, which then pushes to the outside and attracts back to us what we're vibrating at. So when we see it happen, we should acknowledge it for what it is. We shouldn't get hung up on it, which is the mistake we all make. And that's the other part of the why people give it so much power, is because it causes them to think about the negative more. Somebody says, you sure that's working out between you and such and such? And you're like, oh man, that's a really good point. Or you'll lash out and say, yeah, of course it is. And then secretly you're like, oh no, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if this manifestation crap works. And that's where we start to spin and spiral. And again, what you think, what you say, and what you do is how you manifest. I've said it 100 times. It's not the techniques. Techniques are awesome. I highly recommend techniques because they're very good at getting you in the right place at the time that you choose. But manifesting is an all-the-time process. It's always happening. So if you think it's just happening when you're doing the techniques, no, that's kind of more akin to magic, and that's not quite what this is. There's some similarities, but not quite what this is. This is about creating an attractive energy that brings about the outcomes that you are looking for. Law of attraction is really a great way to reference it. Manifesting is another. Manifesting is the outward showing of what's happening internally. As they say, as within, so without. So why do we let others have this kind of power over us? That's kind of a question that each one of us should ask. Why do we give this ability to others, this power to be able to say something negative, and then we'll even get mad at them, we'll blame them, we'll be like, I need a different relationship with somebody that's more serious about manifesting. And I get some of you are going to be, yeah, but Dan. Give me a second, I'll get to some of the yeah buts. Give me a second. But ultimately, manifestation comes from you. If you're trying to team up with someone, because we do co-create all the time, and you're maybe in a relationship, a husband-wife situation, right? You're married. And you guys are trying to work on manifesting a house together. And you've both been watching the videos. You've both been working on it. But one of your spouse frequently is negative. This isn't going to happen. I just don't know how we're going to pay for it. I don't know how we're ever going to find the right place. And you get angry with them because you feel like they're keeping you from your manifestation. And that's not how it works. You can manifest the house with or without them. Trying to do it together, that's fantastic. You can cover it from your own angle. If you keep doing it and you're solid on your work and staying positive and even being a good positive help with your spouse, you'll actually find they start to become more positive too. But if you have those doubts creeping around inside of you, then that will also affect them. So from a co-creation standpoint, you're in it together. So it's not necessarily their fault. Best place to start whenever manifestation's not working is yourself. It's us that needs to stop worrying about what other people say. It's not them that controls my life, is it? Is it the other individual that actually causes things to happen in your life? Or is it you that causes things to happen in your life? Is it you pushed out that is what your experience of reality is? And to me, that was the answer I came to. That this is all me pushed out. This is all me that I'm experiencing. This is my energy that's attracting back to me. If something's a little shaky, there's probably something a little shaky from my energy standpoint as well. So it's important for all of us to remember this key important point. And I've said it with the I Am videos. I've said it just always. You are what manifests. It is that internal part of yourself, that internal compass, that internal drive that continues to push towards or continues to keep alive the hope of this thing, this person, this place that you are creating in your world. It is you that creates this energy from within. It is you that attracts it back to you. Don't care if you got a partner. Don't care if you got a friend. Don't care if it's work people. Doesn't matter. It's you that creates the world you experience. So if something's a little amiss, if something's not quite right, look in the mirror, look at yourself. What am I doing? Why am I afraid of this? Why am I doubting? If you need to, affirmations. If you need to, maybe do a vision board, go back to it. Maybe there's something that's not quite right. Maybe there's something that's still instilling that fear in you. But it's in you. It's never someone else. You've manifested that someone else to say something that's already going on inside your head. Manifesting's an awesome thing. Many people see it just as creating an outcome. I see it as a way of identifying the places where I'm good and bad within my own psyche, if you will. The places where I'm hit and miss. The places where I'm out of sync. Manifesting's helped me round out myself. Manifesting's helped me grow spiritually. Manifesting's helped me grow psychically. Manifesting has been one of the most powerful things I've been able to use in my life to grow. And a lot of you guys are like, that's not what manifesting's for. It actually is. When you finally realize what manifesting is. It's a reflection of what's going on inside of you to the outside world that then you get to look at. It's 100% a reflection of you. Don't give your power to other people. See it for what it is. Don't give your power to other people. Understand where the manifestation comes from. Not them, but you. You hold the cards. You are the powerful one. You are the one using the I am presence. This is your story to create. Have fun. Enjoy it. It's meant to be a journey, and it's a fun journey when you truly see it for what it is. Dan, RadioStyle.